Peace. What's up, Eel?
I'm living. I'm alive. Got a lot of stuff to do.
It's good. Don't we all? What's
Mm-hmm.
good with you? I ain't seen you in a while, baby. Paul, how you feeling?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I got some stuff. I got some stuff coming up. I got a couple of fights. I got a couple fights. I gotta
That's what I like to see. So we're
stretch
gonna
my
see you.
wings. Gotta let people know a little bit about Eel. So
That's what. So, cause I know y'all would. I would. Cause had me backstage for a minute. I didn't
No,
know.
it's just we just started talking. We just got here.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we just got here.
Oh shit, that's what's up. Yeah. Happy Thursday to all y'all motherfuckers. So, um, Thursday, man. I mean, Sunday. We gonna see you, right?
yeah, yeah. Main event Eel.
Who asked you whipping?
Oh, sure. The blessed our wrestling uncle, Shug Dunkerton. Shug D has decided that he wants to walk on my side of the line. He wants to take some of my property. He wants
I
to
saw
take
that.
the Pan African World Diaspora Championship wild card. So the wild card is like the money in the bank. It guarantees me a chance at that Pan African World Diaspora Wrestling Championship anytime I want, right? Anytime, any place. I can roll up on Trish when she's at Denny's and go ahead and throw it down right there.
Before she eat or after?
Yeah. Well, it depends on what's the best situation for me to get that title. But he has decided to challenge me for said card because he wants to take my property. He thinks that because he couldn't be in the tournament for it, he thinks that was a little unfair. He thinks he would have won. I say different.
Correct.
Yeah.
So do y'all play like stacking or you can't stack? Like, what's the rules? Do you do reverses and draw fours?
Oh, see, they only have the big ass wild. I don't know if you've seen this thing, man. This thing is like this big, right? So I have this big ass wild card, and I can use it for anything. If I wanted to roll up on Andino, I could just boom, lay down a wild card, knock him out, take his title.
You and Andino been going at it for the last couple.
Yeah. Because I beat him. He beat me first. Fair enough. He beat me first. And then we had the Sweet 16 tournament over at EWA. I beat him.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that big ass trophy. That's mine.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're 1-1. So if I decide, whoever I want to in fight, in all the fight, whoever has a title, I can just choose. Hey, you.
But you had a hell of an opportunity when the All Father took that out. We saw you. We saw you make your way to the ring,
Mm-hmm.
and then you changed your mind. What was going on at that time that you wanted to change your mind, or did you want to give her a fair?
See, time wasn't right. So it depends. It depends on how I'm feeling. So you never know. My emotions, my personality, they change like the tides. I think mostly if I'm gonna beat Trish, because Trish has 2 up on me now. Okay, so she has 1 up on me for the first inaugural tournament. That was what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that.
Yeah,
because she's over 1,000 days, and then she has another up on me on Beyond. Now those are 2 huge stages. Those are 2 massive stages. That's a lot of people. That first show was absolutely sold out. People were paying attention all over the world to see who was going to be the first champion.
Correct.
Beyond, over a couple thousand professional wrestling fans who view it every single week when they were at their height, and now with Wrestling Open. So those are 2 big stages. So what I'm gonna do, something that's not even being broadcast live. People aren't gonna see me beat Trish the way that I need. They're not gonna see me get coronated the way that I deserve to be coronated.
I wholeheartedly feel you, but once you reach a point, because you had already wrestled, right? Once you reach a point to all right, you know what, somebody need their ass whipped, regardless of when and where. You just feel like beating somebody ass. I thought that was the night. I was excited for it when I seen you say, and I said, oh shit. and then you dip. And I said, "Oh, ain't this a?" I started throwing shit at the camera.
Yeah. No, see, you'll
Tomato,
see when I'm going to be Pan-African World Diaspora Wrestling Champion, right? When I'm going to take from Trish what she's had for over 1,000 days, I want to be coronated. I want the proper time. I don't want it to be after, because DC's got a big, I love Darius, best business bureau all day. DC's got a lot of, he's got a lot of, there's a lot of pomp and circumstance that comes along with him arriving in a place, leaving a place, even if he doesn't win. If he does win, if he doesn't, whatever. There's a lot of stuff that happens when he starts walking and talking around. And I want to. One of the reasons why I do this, why I continue to do this now, because I've been pretty successful, I feel, in my professional wrestling career. I've been very successful. I've been blessed. I've gotten to go to the depths, to the worst places. I've gotten to go to some of the best places. I haven't made TV yet, but that's my next thing. But I want to be coronated. I want to be celebrated. I want people to look me in the eye and have to say, because a lot of my career has been people telling me I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. I want them to have to look at me and say, guess what? You're the man. You're the king. You're the best. And that doesn't happen when you just sneak in and do the old money in the bank, switcheroo steal. So time will tell. That's a long way to say that. Time will tell.
Understood. I respect that. I do respect that. But me, I'm the type of motherfucker. I'm a sneaking.
You want it right away.
I'm a sneak that and steal that motherfucker. Fuck it. I just saw you had they wrestled to a time limit draw, right?
I believe they did.
You wrestled 30 minutes. I'm gonna sneak in there and then get the win, because you know what I mean, you're exhausted. Y'all been busting each other's ass all night. I'm gonna sneak in, get the roll up, and then I'm a Deion Sanders strut all around the fucking ring. That's just me though.
And you get to pay. I mean, you get to hit the pay window. I get it. That's money.
So,
hey, pause. I feel like we should pause to hit the pay window.
Oh,
so we pause, hit the pay window.
You gotta pause that. Hit the pay window.
I don't know. Hitting the pay window sound wild.
You gotta pause it.
If I was like, I don't know if John was like, you want to hit the pay window, and you say, yeah, like, give me a good night.
If you ask me, yo, you feel like
now, if I ask you, we got to fight. You should immediate fade.
Understood.
And I wouldn't blame you.
Say less. I wanted to switch gears a little bit. I wasn't sure. I know Eel is a well, I assume Eel is a comic fan.
Yes.
But I also, in that assumption, I also assume that he's a video game guy.
So I'm getting better at it. So Brooke has been playing a little bit more, because she plays video games. She loves video games. So the old lady, she loves playing video games. So she's got me playing some. So please run questions, talk to me.
My question was, I figure you were in the mix of playing like Street Fighter.
See, I don't have the right Xbox for it, but I'm about to go buy a PS5 just so I can get. I gotta get. So games that I got on my list are things that I have to get, because I have to get the PlayStation. So I gotta get God of War. I gotta get God of War 2 because I need to play both of them, because I follow this account that's about like mental health and fatherhood and coming to terms with stuff that uses God of War examples, and that's made me want to play that game so much.
Put that in the somebody, if somebody can find that, put that in the chat so we can.
I'll get it. I'll post about it. I'll post about it right after this, and then Street Fighter. I already love 5, so I've been playing 5. I've had 5, and then 6 came out. I was like, oh yeah, I'm a pre-order. I'm a direct download, whatever. And then it was like, no, that's not you. You do not have the right system for that. And I was like, all right, well, bet. So,
I know Cuz is a big Tekken guy. I'm not sure if you're.
I love yes.
Yeah, so Eel Party is great week. Great. I'm trying before we start recording, I told Eel this is a great week. I got selected for the Tekken 8 beta. So I downloaded it. So tomorrow, you know what I mean? I probably supposed to be at work, but I'm gonna be like this. Either way, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be dope. I just pressed the because you got to download it still to play it when it goes live, I believe tomorrow. But the front screen, the menu screen is just Kazuya, and everybody knows Kazuya since the early games. My nigga, when I tell you, it looked like a real man, not like I watched like WWE 2K. I've been watching my son play that all week, and that looks very close to real. No. This looked like a nigga. Like it looked like an Asian Tubi movie. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it looked. What?
It looked too real.
No, I don't. All right, cuz. So when it's the beta, do you get the whole game or what? I don't know.
No, it's just the online part.
Yeah.
So you just get to fight nigga because what they're doing is they're testing the capacity for their system online to work. You know what I'm saying? They got the game. You know what I'm saying? They got that game part working.
When does the game release?
I hear next year.
So what the fuck am I supposed to? What you supposed to do?
See what it's like. See what it say. Hey, have a taste
for a year.
That's how you get that. I mean,
no. I mean, it's July. You know what I'm saying? You talking 4 or 5 months.
Wow, that's rough. I'm not like a big video game guy, but my son, my son is. So we got whatever. I'm jumping around, but pardon me. The Mortal Kombat is coming in September, and it looks amazing.
MK1.
Mortal Kombat 1, yeah.
So I just downloaded MK11 and I'm playing through right now, and I'm just going through because that's the story that switches into because it's all like time travel stuff. Yeah, so like MK11 is like MK10 is like this big thing that turns Liu Kang evil, whatever. I'm sorry if it's
no.
I apologize.
Evil Liu Kang is crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So it turns Liu Kang evil, and then him and Raiden are at odds, and then they do this time travel switcheroo in 11 where they bring young Liu Kang to the present where he gets to see evil Liu Kang, and he's like, I don't want to do that. So he kills evil Liu Kang, and then he basically turns into the god of fire, and he gets time travel, and he's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna change everything. I'm gonna give everybody paradise, right? I'm gonna make everything better for everybody. So he time travels and he changes the world, and MK1 is the world that we're seeing. Wow. So Raiden is basically Liu Kang. Liu Kang is Raiden, and everybody's living in their paradise, but they can't stop themselves from fighting. So it's like, I'm so excited for that game. I was like, that's a great way to get me back on because do not. MK10, I was like, evil Liu Kang, like goddamn, like come on, man, that sucks.
I thought 10 was great.
It's the way that they do it is a real specific. But this was worth it. This was definitely worth it.
Niggas that write these stories definitely smoke.
Yeah, Ed Boon.
Yeah.
Yep, Ed Boon is on. He's on that reptile pack.
Yo, the reptile pack is ill because you take his mask off and he a whole lizard.
It's a couple.
He burning nigga out.
Yeah, they still on that outside. You know what I mean? Watch yourself. Watch yourself. You're a whole Gucci bag.
God dang, that's that Pit North life.
Yo. I got bad lungs, yo. Stop. So
I'm gonna try, but I ain't gonna try. But I'm gonna try. So
well, go ahead, cuz.
It's a lot of like, all right. We know Eel. Eel is a hometown guy.
The hero. The hometown.
What part of like being from where you're from contributes to what we see as a product when you get in that ring?
So I feel like I have like a level of toughness and patience with people that I think that can only be spawned from being in this specific area. Does that make sense? Like, and it's not like letting people slide with like disrespect and stuff like that, but like waiting for the right period and figuring out what that looks like and feels like, and listening to your surroundings and knowing about the world around you is like definitely like the Northern Charles of me, if that makes sense, right? So like one of the things that I love about wrestling is like, you know, past the showmanship and stuff like that, is that there's always a right time for something. And there's always a speed at which to do something. And there's always like, you have to watch and wait. And that's something that I figured out growing up. I mean, I wish I could tell you that like straight up I came out to Baltimore club music, but I've tried it like twice and like just didn't fly because I was in like New Jersey. And you know what I mean? Like just not quite. But also like, you know, I'm a little bit older than some of the younger gents that you've probably seen. Like if you know Pure Ignorance, other great hometown guys. They have like a level of like energy and roughness around the edges that I respect so much. But now that I'm like an older person from Baltimore, like I said, like same, like, all right, I see that energy, and there's always a place and time for it, but like I'm gonna find the exact perfect time for it. You know what I mean? So like when I turn the screw and I'm wrestling and I'm like, that's when Baltimore comes out. You know what I mean? Like when I need to take it second gear, like remember where you're from, remember what you do, remember.
So on an actual ratchet, like you ratchet action, but with an actual ratchet.
Just turn that screw and just make it, bring up that intensity. Take it from where you're from. What up, Wilkins? I think that's the Baltimore in me.
Because there, I mean, there's like a legendary just history of Baltimore for wrestling. You got the Bash here every year. You got Ron Simmons winning the belt. Do you remember much from like watching pro wrestling early and kind of committing things to what you want to do now?
No. So like when I was younger, no live events were coming through here the way that it was. Oh, my family's gonna be my parents were gonna be taking me. Plus, we didn't have to scratch. Like honestly, 100%. Like we just did not have the money to be able to be taking me as a kid to wrestling events. But one of the reasons why I got into this particularly is because I love history, like history of sports, like you know, football. I played football in college, so Baltimore football history is like one of the most interesting things to me. I can talk about Johnny U. I can talk about, you know, I can talk about the move. I can talk about all that, like that history specifically, like and then the move from Cleveland to Baltimore, and the change. And I have a ticket in storage right now, but I have a collectible ticket that is the first ever Ravens game. Ravens versus Titans, first ever first season game. But Baltimore wrestling history. I know I have a book around here somewhere. I'm gonna have to have Brooke come bring it up to me, but I'm sure she's playing Stardew Valley, so I don't want to interrupt her. Stardew, do you know Stardew Valley?
Nah,
it's like Sims. It's like a little Japanese like Sims game.
Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Yeah, you don't want that smoke.
I thought it don't come on stars though. I just want to make sure it don't come off at the P Valley. Like this ain't an agent where they get down.
No, it's not nasty.
Right? Nah, I mean, because they can have like an Asian version of P Valley, and the pimp get mad. Get on the stage, like you know what I'm saying. I seen
Get back to the tickets. Get back to the tickets. El. Don't listen to this nigga.
The history of Baltimore is fascinating with wrestling, right? And unfortunately, we have a commission that has made it difficult to keep making that history in the way we would like to.
Come on, Wilkins.
But we're working on it. We're working on that. So, yeah, like you were saying, Bash here every single year. Ron Simmons. We
gotta find that little kid with the blue shirt that was jumping up and down. We got him. I thought it was Steel from Juice, but like we gotta find him.
But so on Twitter, he like posted something where he was like, "Oh, that's me." I remember distinctly seeing him go, "Oh, hey, that's me." That was me back there.
You don't recall it?
No. So we definitely have to find it. We definitely have to be like, boom, that's him, because I guarantee you he still lives in Boston.
So now that you bring this up, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a slight turn, cuz pardon me. Me and Corey with the Kicks, we had a conversation earlier this week, and it was about Ron Simmons' championship run,
yes,
and Kofi Kingston's championship run. And Corey was saying that these two runs are equal to each other. How do you feel about that? Like they it's the exact same run, different time.
That's, I mean, kind of close, just because like even from the start, like the start of Kofi Mania, I think is a really, really well respected, and like that's a great Daniel Bryan, you know what I mean? Bryan Danielson, great opponent. That's a great like person to get the belt off of. But like one of the things that always bothered me about his win over Vader, right? Is Vader kicking out of the power slam afterwards and standing up. That still drives me nuts. I don't want to talk about it. that and this is a Goons chat thing, but anytime the Goons get me started on Triple H and we talk about Triple H and the Booker T match, I'll go on for hours telling them about how mad it makes me. But we won't talk about that. What I will say is I think that they have the level of energy that the amount of history that they create and the level of energy that they have for in history and in place, they're just as important. Because like, let's be honest, before Kofi Mania like started, it didn't feel like we were gonna have another black champion. You know what I'm saying? And then like that opened things up. Kofi and then Bobby and then Big E, right? Like so like that kind of floodgates opened up. So like it became like, oh yeah, black people can be heavyweight champion. Like you like that's not even a thing. You know what I mean? Like when the first person does it, that's when it starts being like, oh yeah. Like what are we talking about? Nobody can do it.
So do you see do you think we'll continue to see black? You think so? At the top?
Yeah. I mean like look at
anywhere, not less.
What is his name? Look at Carmelo Hayes. I was about to call him Christian Casanova.
Same thing.
I was like, what do they call him? Look at Cass. Look at Hayes. You know, I mean, even like Trick. Like, I mean, like I get it. Like, hey, like Carmelo was the guy who, but once Trick gets some more hours under his belt, like, you know what I mean? Like that's him. Wes Lee. Like, I promise you, at some point, they're gonna find a guy who is the size that they like and who wrestles the way they like, who is black, who will eventually get to the top. I think that the floodgates are definitely opened. I'm still waiting on a Big Bob run. Look, I'm a Bobby Lashley guy, unabashed. Look, if you ask me about guys who I think could beat up Brock Lesnar legitimately in like the real world,
correct.
Bobby Lashley is probably one of three. It's Bobby Lashley and Alistair Overeem, like for real.
That's correct. They like two big ass.
Yeah.
I saw Bobby, and I tell this story often. I saw Bobby. Me and my son were at a basketball game, and we saw Bobby backstage, and Bobby was so fucking huge.
Yeah, he's massive, man.
Like
it's like, come on, man. You're not real.
I'm looking like, and I said, "Can my son get a picture?" And he has my son. My son is not. Yes, he's a kid, but he has like he looks this damn big next to him, and I'm like, yo. And then I'm not going to talk about how white his teeth were. His teeth were whiter than the woman he was with, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eel. Back to you, Eel.
But we're gonna have another black champion. You know, we're gonna have another black male heavyweight champion because, like, you know, Bianca carrying the torch.
Anyway, yeah,
she's a queen. You know what I mean? Like Jade, who's taking her break and taking her piece right now. I mean, Trinity just won the heavyweight champion over impact. Like, come on, man, black people that even predetermined sports can't deny it. I mean, come on, we got the sauce. Like, I mean, we're us, and we're gonna succeed. You know what I mean? Like I don't know other ways to say it, but it's like, come on, you're not gonna tell me that black people aren't gonna be talented in sports and entertainment. Like, get real.
Shit, it's two things that we shine in the moon.
Yeah, get so real, man. Be
right.
real.
It's like I've known a lot of people, right? I've known a lot of people. We grew up in a mixed area, especially like where we went to school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe our neighborhood wasn't that diverse, but when we went to school, it was everybody.
People. Yeah.
And I've never met like a white nigga that could out-talk my uncles and my father.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
It's insane. It's insane. And white people who are like good at, like, who are gifted with the gift of gab, half the time they hang out with nothing but black people anyway. It's like if you can jab, like if you can run your mouth, like come the fuck on.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, like it's an inevitability. I don't want to, 1 second, let me knock on some wood, because I don't want to jinx this. I don't want it to be another 30 years before we get another black champion.
Is that even like the field was so small?
Yeah.
Like you were like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
We'll let you off on this one.
Yeah.
But it's too many greats out there for that to even happen anymore.
Yeah. But the next, I mean, the thing that I'm trying to do, Japan, that's where I want to go. That's where Eel wants to go. That's
brother.
That's a hard market for us. I've been talking to CB, I'm talking to Cheeseburger about it, and he's like, you just gotta find the right place, the right time, the right target, and he's like, and then just jump right through the hoop. Like, you gotta go, like envision it, get to it, go for it, because that's, I'm doing my little Duolingo every single day.
That's you. Like that is you. When I see, like, it's a because I see you as a technical guy. That's what I was telling you before, but it's still, I was thinking about this 2 weeks ago, and I was like, yo, you like a real rugged ass technical guy.
Yeah,
I beat up on your ass. Yeah, and that's that.
Yeah.
And it just, I'm like, yo, you can't, when you put the greats in you can't deny them, regardless of if you don't want to see them. Like, if you don't want to see Floyd box, Floyd is a great. You cannot want to see him, but you have to acknowledge what it is. So you going over there, they can't deny it, my nigga. That's real shit.
I'm gonna try.
Oh man, I already know you good money.
Hey, last time you were here, you were talking about like trying to get right and your workout and all that, right?
Yeah.
We know how niggas get in the gym and they prepare their body for XYZ. What do you do to kind of practice or work out that gift to gab part of the job? Because my favorite thing about Eel is that you nice in ring, but you're also smart enough not to rest in those laurels. Like, you gotta go over to the other side and do the other part of it. Mm-hmm. How do you work that part out?
God, you just talk at yourself. Honestly, 100%. If most days, and she thinks I'm crazy, so she's downstairs. But I'll be in the mirror, just jaw jacking it,
to yourself.
I'll be talking crazy at like imaginary opponents. I'll be trying to find turns of phrases that I can be like, oh yeah, that sounds nice together, like this and that. I'll be trying to, and then like just find a different like nice phrases through, like, if you watch media, like you watch a TV show where like people have to like pitter pat dialogue all that shit. You know what I mean? Like I watch a lot of Star Trek now, and they're constantly just being like and then at the end of the phrase will say something that like totally sums up everything that they were saying.
Yeah.
And each and every single time I'm like, yep, that I was like, yoink. There, like just being able to tell people a bunch of information, right, and then summarize it to exactly what you're trying to say.
I like that.
That's so important in professional wrestling and not getting lost. You know, there are a ton of wrestlers who, especially now, people who will like get rid of the camera and be nervous, and they'll be trying to tell you that they're, you know, the toughest guy that's ever come through this town, and I'm gonna get him, and I'm gonna and when I finally do it, and it's like, man, have a little confidence in yourself, bro. Like,
who was that? Who was that?
I don't know. You're not gonna get me in trouble, man. Matt, I'm not good.
All right, I'm out.
Just say the thing that you need to say.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna beat him. Plain and simple. I'm faster. He's big. He's strong. I'm faster. And at the end of the day, you know, little wrestling cliche. When he's looking up at the lights, he's gonna know that X, Y, and Z person was the person who hit him. That's it. That's all they need. They don't need you to, you know, they don't need you to write a sonnet. It doesn't need to be Shakespeare. It's good if it is. But
when are you, pardon me, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, please.
Because you're giving us like a tutorial on it, on this shit. So when do you, and I know you wrestle down south and train, right?
I'm in like now I train and practice primarily in like Dundalk.
Okay.
That area. We're down there.
You get nose plugs, or like, do you put something in your nose? What do you do about the smell?
You're crazy because that's funny because it does stink.
Stop, man. Stop feeding into this shit.
It's true. I don't,
because the shit is real.
This isn't Jersey.
Dundalk
don't smell like Jersey.
It'll be, you know what it is? It's not every single day with the Dundalk smell. It's just
Dundalk is Jersey Junior.
Because I'll be unlocking the door, and I'll be looking at my students because they'll be waiting for me to unlock the door, and I'll be like, "Yo, it stinks." That's crazy. It stinks. Huh?
Nah, you get to driving on that bridge. You know the bridge. You get to drive on that God.
Yo, you can't talk about home like this.
No, I'm from Severn. I'm not from Dundalk.
No, we have guests.
Severn smells way better than Dundalk.
All these people in the chat are guests. They're not from here.
Right. I'm saying the Dundalk. I'm not from Dundalk. I'm from Severn by way of Hanover.
I got bad lungs. Are you teaching the students how to talk like this?
Yes, if they can't. It's mostly just getting them to practice, right? Because like not everybody. I've done a lot of different things since I was 4 or 5. I was doing like TV and commercials and stuff like that. So I have all that like talk stuff. And like theater, I have all that talk stuff down. And then, you know, my parents put me in sports. So I had like the good luck of being able to do like karate and football and basketball and baseball. So I know what it's like to be in touch with your, you know, with your physical self. When I move my right arm moves how I want it to move. And it does have a certain charm, wink. But they're like one of the things that I'm trying to impart to my students all the time is that like, there's not just the athletic version of this. There's not just like beating motherfuckers up. There's also like you have to sell them on the fight.
Yeah.
It's just like boxing. It's just like MMA. So in order to do that, you need to communicate with them why they should watch it, why they should care. Because if they don't care, you can knock somebody the fuck out right away. Hey, wham, bah, knock them out. Hey, good night. And they'll be like, okay, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 10. Great. Next fight. Cool. Person I do care about.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just about selling yourself. I mean, like all of it is just about selling yourself, telling people who you are and why they should be interested.
So speaking of selling yourself.
Yeah.
You got something to do on Sunday.
Yeah.
We made it a bit fun earlier, but Main Event Eel is a real thing on Sunday.
Right.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Main Event Eel, and you know what I'm saying, the OG Suge D.
Yep.
I just had a conversation with him. You guys will see that Saturday. He's very he's got an amazing mind for what it is that you guys do.
Yes, he does.
What is it that you are looking forward to? Other than being the main event. But what is it you're looking forward to getting in the ring? You know what I'm saying, defending your wild card, man. And what sort of trepidation do you might have? You know what I'm saying? What are you worried about possibly?
So technically, I think Suge is probably about unmatched. I'm good. I'm great, actually. I'm a fantastic technical wrestler. I'm one of the best. If you're looking for somebody who can actually technically wrestle on the indies, I'm the guy. Don't ask any of these other niggas, ask me. But Suge is also one of those people who is very, very technically sound. That's one of the reasons why I stopped relying on just being technically sound and I started getting in the gym and lifting heavy. I'm big now. I'm about 230 pounds. Like, I'm big. It's not as aesthetic as I would like it to be. Fuck? But but Big Unagi isn't just a joke now. Like, I'm big. I'm bigger than a lot of these wrestling guys who you think are your favorites and you think actually slam people. So that combination of, like, not just the tenacity that I have as a technical wrestler, but also the size and strength that I put on, like, I don't think he can beat me. I do not think he can beat me. And I think he can pull every single trick out of his book of technicality. And I'm going to crush him. And, like, that's not to take anything away from him because I have the utmost respect for him. But right now, very disrespectfully, he's trying to come into my house and take my cash, right? Imagine if somebody came into your home and take something from you, from your wife, from your mother, from your kids, and you're just going to let them because you respect them, because you like them? No. Come on now. Be 100% serious. That wild card is mine. I earned it fair and square. And maybe I had a couple of underhanded tactics. But guess what? When you win, right, sometimes cheating is required. Any great athlete will tell you that. Ask the Pistons to the Bulls, right? Ask Mike Tyson to Vander Holyfield, right? If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And I tried and I won. So don't come and take my shit, man. Like, do not take my stuff. This is my livelihood now. This is my no. It's not just my livelihood. It's my reputation, right? And that's the one thing that lasts past your livelihood. When I die, my reputation is the last thing that I'm going to have, right? My reputation outlives me until they stop saying my name. So he wants to take that from me. You don't get to rob a man in that. I'm going to beat him. Plain and simple.
That's that talk. That is definitely that talk. Talk to me really quick. We got some guys that might not be the biggest indie guy. No, look, it's Chris Brown. That might not be the biggest indie fans in the world, right? You know what I mean? They might not be there, folks from all over the country in here.
Yeah.
What can you tell folks about fight in general that they haven't seen? Of course, on TV, but even what's different from their local indie.
So every couple of months, maybe 6 months, you'll see it. I will just straight up at BET and be like, hey, yo, you should be putting fight on your network. At TV1 and BET and say, you should put
Tyler Perry. Hit Tyler Perry directly.
Yes. You should be putting Black Wrestling on TV amongst the other things, right? Amongst the WGA and the SG and the SAG strikes, not to be a scab, but you should be putting Black Wrestling on TV because Black people love wrestling. And not only do they love wrestling, Black people love seeing niggas wrestle. So if you want to make money, you need to make wrestling for Black people. I will promise you 100% that this, if you are a Black person, is for you. If you're a white person, it is too. Hey, come on, Chad, come on, Brett, come on, Steven, please come to our show. But at the end of the day, this is for black people. Come on, be serious. Get a ticket. That's what you want to come and do. You want to come and support your people. You want to come and see us. That's what you want to do.
I got my ticket. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. I can't wait for this. Right?
No bullshit.
Look, dead center. You know what I'm saying?
Dead fucking center.
And you got some guys right there with you. Kaiju, Suge D, you know what I mean? Listen, it's some guys there.
Also, far right. He's been kicked out of the goon, so I'm supposed to not give him props. I'm supposed to hate on him. But far right, that man in that red with that nose stripe, right? Yeah. That's Rob Radke. That's big time, right? Big time Rob Radke.
Big time. Yep. Just hit me.
Yeah. So big time is a great wrestler. He's not just a great wrestler, right? He is a great talent. He's exciting. And as much as I do not want to like him, man, motherfucker's great. Come on, be serious.
Can you throw that image up one more time, cuz?
Yeah, got you.
I'm gonna tell you, when I look at this, it's a couple motherfuckers that scare me that's on this image, and that's a beautiful thing. I'm like, all right, that nigga. Let me watch that nigga when I'm going to the car. It's a few niggas on there that yeah.
Kaiju, I like
now that you say you 230, because I thought you was crazy from the jump, but now that you 230, I'm watching for you too, nigga.
I mean, maybe just maybe. Maybe I might be the guy to be scared of in the parking lot. I'll tell you one thing about O'Shea. O'Shea Edwards is, first off, one of the strongest wrestlers that you're ever going to meet, physically. If you're getting bopped and banged by him, you're probably not walking around. You got to cover up, make sure you got to outrun him, whatever. But also, man, I got to tell you, O'Shea's crazy fast, man. He used to be a firefighter, and he played college ball, but he used to be a firefighter. And man, if he doesn't have 40 extra pounds on him, like of gear, he is just so fast. He's too fast. He's a problem. That's why I need him. That's why I need to get the Pan African World Diaspora Wrestling Championship, and then hope something happens to him. I don't know what.
He's been ducking you.
Maybe Rikishi style. He gets hit by a car.
I did it for the Eel. I did it for the home.
I did it. Hey man, you gotta be. He's not kidding with this death to heavyweight stuff. That's why you can't be stepping around acting like you're like big around him. You got to be like, no, I'm put on some weight. And ask you how heavy you are. You're like, I'm like 210.
No, O'Shea look like the nigga that comes see you like, yo, what's up? What you said? And he grabbed you and he with the what's up, man? What's going on?
Debo, big Debo set. It's Debo.
Yeah,
like how he go out for and he wanted to grip you. Nope, I mean that nigga with the smooth. Hey, what's going on, O'Shea?
Oh shit.
Yeah, listen, man, I'm really, really looking forward to this. We got to start the show.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No. This has been amazing. This has been amazing. Before we get out of here.
Okay.
One last time, tell folks what they expect to see on Sunday, and also tell folks how they can get at you wherever you need to be got at.
Okay, so any social media, I'm at Eel O'Neal. That's EELONEAL. All right, O'Neal like Shaq, not like Titus. Then, if you're gonna come and see either this weekend, Fight CP time, or you're going to be in the Pittsburgh area and going to be at Wrestlers Lab 7 years. Both of those, I'm wrestling great opponents. One, Erica Lee. I'm going to knock her out 100%, throw her out of my ring because I'm the champ. I'm the big Wrestlers Lab champion. Big Heavy is mine. That belt, that's about 50 pounds. That's mine. That's my hard work. And then CP time, right? So if you are in DC, You are going to buy a ticket. You are going to go on F1ght. That's the Pan-African World Diaspora. And I will link it right after this. You're going to go and you're going to buy a ticket. You're going to sit front row because it's general seating anyway. You're going to look at me and you're going to watch great technical wrestling in the main event. But then for the rest of the event, you're going to see wrestling for us, right? Okay, so you're going to see faces that look like yours, songs that sound like songs you want to hear, people in the audience who want to be like you. No, it's going to be on IWTV, but it'll take a little while to get there, okay? So you want to be live, all right? You want to be there. You don't want to wait. You don't want to wait to see who wins between me and Suge. You don't want to wait to see who wins between Andino and DK Vandu. You don't want to wait. You want to get your ticket now. You want to see it live so you can be a part of history. It's not expensive. I promise you. If you follow me at Eel O'Neal, at EELONEAL, right, you'll see the link to buy tickets right there. All right. Thank you for having me.
Hey, listen, man.
You already know.
Always a pleasure. Whenever you want to stop back by, please.
Absolutely.
You already know.
Hey, if you need any help on Sunday, just just
I got a couple
there.
tricks up my sleeve. Oh,
I thought I was saying if you needed cuz.
Oh, it's all right.
I had practice yesterday, and so I saw. I saw Suge before. I heard him. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna be like, yeah, but
sure. You heard. I get it.
Man, we definitely. I can't wait to see you Sunday, man. For sure.
We're gonna rock it. Don't worry.
And we appreciate you coming through, man. Real
Thank
shit.
you for having me.
Absolutely, man. Hey, man. Next time I fry some bird, I'll call you. We'll get it right.
Bet. Let's go.
That's what's up, man. Peace.
All right, peace.
Son, that was good. That was good.
That was really good.
I thought you was at Eel House.
No.
Baby, I'm back.